Hey guys, what's up? Today we are going to work our upper body and our core. So you are going to need a variety of dumbbells. You're going to need a yoga mat if you want for going down to the floor. And of course, I've always got some water close by. So today we are going to do supersets. So we've got 4 different sets of moves that we're going to do. Each set is going to have 2 moves in it. And a superset means that we're just going to go from the first move to the second move with no break. After we do the 2 moves, we're going to take a 30-second break, and then we're going to repeat that 2 more times. At the end, we've got a core finisher, and that's it. You're going to be in and out of here. So go get your stuff ready. We've got shoulders, back, triceps, biceps, and we are going to do some chest, but we're going to be using our body weight for that. So grab your dumbbells accordingly, grab your yoga mat, have a quick sip of water, get your mind in the right place, and let's get warmed up. Okay, so we're going to start by doing some arm circles forward, just loosening up the shoulders, getting them all nice and warm. And let's reverse. Bring those arms back. Nice big circle. Good. All right, shake that out. We're gonna do a little twist through our torso. We do have a lot of core work today, so we're just gonna warm up through the core, through the spine. Good job. So important to get warmed up properly. Make sure that our blood is flowing, our joints are warm. This is gonna reduce your risk of injury. I know we like to kind of jump right into it because we're always rushing on time. All right, we're gonna do an inchworm walkout. So we're gonna bend our knees on this one. We're gonna place our hands onto the floor. We're gonna walk it out into plank, bend the knees, walk it back in, and stand up. You can join me whenever you're ready. So this and the cool down, just as important as the workout itself. That's it. I want you to think about engaging that core, starting to kind of hug in through the rib cage, feeling nice and strong. Give me one more. Beautiful, good job. All right, when you guys are ready, let's get right to our workout. All right, so we're gonna start with that shoulder press first. So grab your dumbbells, bring them on up. We're gonna go to 12, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Rest. All right, place those down. We're gonna go onto the floor, do our push-ups. If you need a padding for your knees, grab it now. We are going to 10. Here we go. That's 10 for me. Whew, all right. I'm just gonna grab my timer here. So we're gonna take a 30-second break. And then we're gonna do those 2 moves again. Okay, so now you'll know if that weight was good for your shoulder press. Maybe it was a little too light, maybe it was a little too heavy. And you can switch it out if you need to. We're going in 10 seconds. All right, grab those dumbbells. I'm sticking with my same set. 12 it is, here we go. Watch the lower back, no arching. That was 12 for me. All right, going to our push-ups. Goal is 10. If you have to be on your knees, you're here. Making sure that you're bringing those hips down in line with your body, okay? All right, quick 30-second break. Whew, heart rate's high already. It's a good start. Okay, we have one more round of these, you guys. So if you think you can stick with your weight, do that. If you think that your form's gonna be crappy though, make sure you go down, okay? But I do want you to push yourself. All right, 12 shoulder press, let's go. One more for me. Nice. All right, going to our push-ups. If you need to be on your knees, do that. If you can start, even if you can only get 2 here, do what you can on your feet and then drop to your knees. That's my 10. Whew, well, that'll get you warmed up. All right, we are gonna take a 45-second break, and then we're gonna move on to our next 2 moves. So we're gonna switch over from shoulders and chest, and we're gonna target the back now, going into our single arm rows in a lunge position, and our reverse flies. When choosing your weight here, you should be able to go heavier in your row than you can in your fly, okay? So make sure you have a couple different sets. All right, we're going in 5 seconds. Grab your 1 dumbbell for your single arm row. Okay. Nice lunge position, chest facing the floor. Here we go. We're kind of pulling up towards the hip. Sorry, we're going to 12. That's 12 for me. Switch to the other side. So we want to lean right onto our leg. Make sure you're not pressing right on top of that kneecap though. Remember, we're pulling up towards our hip, keeping the chest facing the floor. It's 10 for me. I got 2 more. 12. Nice. All right. Those weights down. We're going to do our reverse flies. I'm going to start with my 10s. I'll drop down if I need to. Okay, so slight bend in the knees, hinge at the waist, chest facing the floor, slight bend in the elbow, and back down. You have 15 of these. Control. Don't bounce. Upper body steady. Strong core. One more. Oh, okay. Awesome. All right, 30-second break. Whew. So when we're doing those flies, we want to make sure we're not bringing our upper body. We also want to make sure we're not like bouncing at the top, and we want to make sure we're not dropping them down really fast, okay? So in other words, stay in control the whole time. All right, 5 seconds. We're back to our single arm row. Let's do it. Pulling up towards the hip. It's going to engage more the lat, the outside of the back. Control here too. Don't swing it. We're going to 12. I might have done one extra. Okay, switch sides. You got it. 9, 10, 11, 12. Beautiful. Okay, I'm actually gonna go and grab a lighter weight here for my flies. Okay, here we go. Five more. 15 it is, you guys. 12, 13, 14, 15. Woo! All right. We got a 30-second break. All right, we've got one more round of those 2 moves. I'm glad I dropped down on that last set because I don't think I would have done them very well with my other weights. So don't be afraid to drop down. If you can get a better squeeze out of that movement with a lighter weight, you're gonna get way more out of it than lifting heavy. All right, grab your dumbbell. Here we go, going to 12. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, other side. Nice long spine. And 12. Good work. Okay. Grab your weights for your reverse flies. We'll go into 15. Flat back, chest to the floor. Control. Woo. Okay. All right. We got a little bit longer of a break now. And we're gonna go into our next two moves, which are gonna be biceps and triceps. But we're actually going to use our mat and take these to the floor. So we're gonna be kneeling for this one. So if you wanna pad up your mat here, or whatever works for you. And then you can take your break down here if you want to. The break's almost over, to be honest. Okay. So, we're gonna be up on our knees and we're gonna do our bicep curls. We are going to 15, okay? All right, so I want you to squeeze your glutes, open up your chest, engage your quads. Now I know we're not working our legs, but this is gonna keep us nice and steady, and it's a little bonus on our glutes, but it'll keep us from rocking. Good. Bring them all the way down. One more for me. I don't know if I'm gonna make it through all the rounds with that weight. All right, bringing it up, we're gonna do overhead tricep extension. I'm gonna show you different ways that you can hold this dumbbell, but we are going to 12. All right, so you can hold it this way. We're still squeezing the glutes. Or you can turn it this way. One more. Nice. My elbow's cracking. All right, take a little 30-second break. And then we're gonna do that all again. Did you pick a heavy enough dumbbell? I'm gonna stick with that one. And then if I have to drop down partway through my set, I think that's what I'm gonna do this time. Okay, going to 15. All right, get into position. Everything's strong, here we go. Don't stop here, bring them all the way down. Whew. I think I can make it. Come on, you got it. One more. Nice work. Whew, that was tough. Okay, overhead tricep extension, still squeezing the glutes, driving the hips forward. You pick your hand position on the weight. Okay. Shake it out. 30-second break. One more round. And then we're gonna spice it up. We're gonna move on to some more fun moves for our next round. You guys are doing an amazing job. Hang in there. Okay, I made it all the way through with my heavier weight. So I'm gonna start with that again, because I thought I'd have to drop down last time, but I ended up pushing through. I don't know if I will this time, but that's where I'm gonna begin. All right, ready? 15, here we go. Feel strong. Sometimes we're capable of more than we think we are. Do I got 5 more? 2. 1 more. Oh, see? I did them all with that weight. Had I dropped down, I wouldn't have known I could do that. All right, I'm gonna hold my dumbbell the other way this time. Going to 12, fight to keep elbows in. Squeezing the back of the arm as you extend up. Exhale. Squeeze the glutes. Going to 12. And 12. Nice. Okay. All right. We get a 45-second break. So, our next move is going to be plank shoulder taps, and then we're going to do the a child's pose 2 push-up. But I'll show you that when we get there. I don't want you to stress about it right now. So there's no weights on this one, but you might want your mat close by if you need to drop to your knees, okay? All right, so plank shoulder taps are gonna be first. Let's start with those. Okay, we're gonna go to 12 total. So that means 6 taps on each side. All right, ready? Here we go. I gotta scooch over. You need to be on your knees. Notice I still got this angle. That's where you need to be, okay? All right, child's pose to push up. We're gonna try to get to 10. I want you to do what you can. So, you're gonna have your hands out like a push-up. You're gonna go into child's pose, but you're not gonna have your knees on the floor. You're gonna come forward, push up, back, push up. All right? You can join now if you need to. I'm gonna show you a few on my knees. The goal is to get to 10. If you can't, that's okay. Ooh, wowza. Those are tough, you guys. All right, quick 30 seconds. We're gonna do those 2 moves again. You got it. You got it, you got it. How are those shoulders feeling? I'm feeling mine just sitting here. All right, you ready? Shoulder taps, 6 on each side. Here we go. Stay steady. Good. All right. Child's pose to push up. Do what you can. The goal is 10. Nice. Oh, so I had to drop to my knees for my last few there. And that's totally okay. I'm still burning it out. I'm still tired. Still really feeling that chest. All right, are we almost ready? One more round of these, and then we have our core burnout finisher. And then we're done, you guys. Crushing it. Okay, plank, shoulder taps, 6 per side. Let's go. Nice and steady. Good. All right, let's go right into those child pose push-ups. Use those legs. I'm okay if you do that to push yourself forward. Come on, you got it. I know these are hard, but rest. We can do hard things. Right? Yes. Okay. We've got a minute or 45 seconds-ish. We're gonna do our core burnout. So each move is gonna be 30 seconds. We have 4 moves total. And basically, we're not breaking in between. We're just gonna transition to the next move. Dumbbell is optional because we're starting with our seated twist. You do not have to use a dumbbell. You can just interlock your hands if you want to. All right, so I'm gonna actually bring my timer over here so I can watch our 30 seconds. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Now, I want you to lean it back. I want the core to be tight and strong. Try to keep your legs as steady as you can. And rest. Nice. All right, we're gonna put that weight down. We're gonna go into heel ups. So onto your back. Whenever you're ready, you can begin. So I want you to think about lifting through your abs, not lifting with your glutes or your legs. And don't slam back into the floor. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, flip it over. We've got our plank hip tilts. We're doing these on our elbows. Ready? Here we go. again. Keeping that core strong. Try to keep your neck neutral. Don't look at your feet and try not to look up unless you need to check your screen for something. So make sure your form is right. Five seconds, hang in there. Rest. Whew. Okay, next, bicycles. Last move, then we get a little break. Are you ready? You can begin. Here too, make sure you're not pulling on your neck. Exhale on each twist. You got it, you guys. I know your core is on fire, but we have got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. Enjoy your little break here. Woo-hoo-hoo. How we doing? How we doing? You think we got one more round enough? I think we do. Have a sip of water. Okay. Are you ready? I know that wasn't much of a break, was it? All right. I guess I'll grab this dumbbell this time since this one's holding up my timer. Okay, so 30 seconds seated twist. Ready? Begin. Think about moving through the core. That's how you're getting that weight or your hands to the side by your hip, is from your abs. That's it. 3, 2, rest. Beautiful work, you guys. All right. Let's do our heel ups. Ready? Straight up. Here we go. That's it. Use your core. 10 seconds. And rest. All right, hip tilts. Ready? Begin. We're just dropping the hip towards the floor. If you need to be on your knees, you can. Ten seconds. Three, 2, 1. Whew. All right, bicycles. You will notice that I am struggling here. Ready? Begin. I'm not here to make it look easy. I'm not pushing pause and taking breaks while I'm filming. I'm pretending, acting like you're right here in front of me and we're doing this together and I'm showing up just like you are. Real and rest and maybe sore and tired, some days unmotivated, but that's how it goes. And I want to be as authentic for you guys as I can. I don't want to show up and make it look easy because all that's going to do is frustrate you, right? So I'm on your level. I'm right where you are at. We're pushing through this grind together. So talking about pushing through this grind together, I know I said, do you think we got one more round in us? But I'm gonna challenge you. We're gonna do one more round, just for fun, all right? I know, you can be mad at me. This is what I do in real life though, to my classes all the time. They tell me this is why they have trust issues with me, because I say we're done and then we're not. It's always a bonus. All right, but we got this, okay? 30 seconds, 4 moves, and then I promise we're done. Okay, let's go, seated twist. You're strong. You can do this. If you need a quick little break, sit up, take it. Inhale, exhale, 2 times. Lean it back, get right back to work. All right, those breaks are okay as long as you don't quit. Come on. Bonus round here. Let's go. 5 seconds. You and me. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Those are done. All right. Heel ups. Ready? Begin. What are we using? We're using our core. On the way up and on the way down. Control. More muscle, less momentum. That is the goal. Woo! One more. Nice. All right. This is what kills me, is going from those to these hip tilts. Let's do it. Begin when you're ready. Good job. Hug through the rib cage. Breathe. Less than 10. Come on. Hang in there. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Okay. 1 move left. Hits bicycles. And begin. Twisting through the core. Don't pull on your neck. You got it. Beautiful, you guys. Come on. Three, 2, 1. Okay. Extend those legs. Extend those arms. Do a nice big reach. Oh, that feels so good in the core. All right. Bring that knee in. Pull it across. Reach the arm. Let's stretch out through the spine. We did a lot of core work today. Even like things like our overhead extensions and our shoulder presses, even doing our bent over rows and our reverse flies. All those things, you guys, they all are working your stabilizers, and that's all the way around the core. That's not just through the front. All right, so you got to make sure that you take care of that lower back. We want that lower back to be nice and strong. All right, come on up. Let's open up the chest. So remember at the beginning I had said how important it was to warm up and to stretch. So stick with me here. Also, if you've made it to the end, way to go. Give yourselves a pat on the back. And if you did my little bonus round there for our core, I want you to write bonus in the comments, because then I'll know that you crushed all the way through with me. Good. Okay, make sure you guys give yourselves a good stretch. Keep that moving. Make sure you like and subscribe so that we can work out together next time. I'm super proud of you. Way to go. I will see you then.